Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going pulling beet. But before I can go pull beet, I gotta get the pipe on. So that's the old pipe, that's where she gave up. I have my new pipe here, we're gonna bang it on. It has this high pressure flange fitting there. I just said I'd start now because I just wanted to say big thanks to Mark and Ryan at D&E McHugh's. They stayed past closing just so I could get there to get my pipe done because I was running a bit behind myself. But anyways, big thanks to them. We're going to bang this pipe on and get out of this yard. Where's my other flange? There it is. And we are heading to the field again. Let's hope third time lucky. And let's be on. So here we go. We've had a lot of rain since we were last in the field. We don't know how this is going to go. This field isn't very dry, but I'm hoping it'll go alright. When I moved the fence for the calves on the rape this morning, I was surprised at how dry that field was. This is a slightly wetter field, as you can see. I was meant to bring the chain because I said we're going to pull till we either get stuck or get all we can pull, one or the other. Here goes nothing. It's actually not too bad out here. You know, it's quite firm enough underfoot. It's where the travelling would have been done before would be the issue. So here's hoping this works. It's lifting all the beet anyways. There's not a beet getting left behind there. Seems to be crowning. Oh, it's missing beet now. You missed the road there. So it's back on track. Yeah, he's getting it there now. Crowning very nicely there now. So it does. That's much better than what we were doing before. It's actually not too bad now. Middle of the field, the wettest part of this field is that corner there and down there. As you can probably tell by that, that's quite wet. The rest of it shouldn't be too bad. So fingers crossed we get some beet pulled. So he's going to finish out that row, come back, pull that row, and then he's going to pull the headland. And then hopefully when he gets back into the middle, then I'll put up the drone, just get some footage. We have more rain coming tonight, and then it depends on how we go on this evening, whether we get pulling tomorrow, especially then with the extra rain. The bare minimum need to get a load pulled just to be able to keep feeding the cattle. Fingers crossed this goes all right for us this time. I see he has stopped. It's never a good sign. Don't mind the steam, but have a bit of a problem. It's too wet. Just struggling now is the best way of putting it. The tank is getting a bit in the full side, but she is just burying it. I'm surprised the 3075 is still pulling it. I would just suspect that we may not be back in this field for a long time. Beet will be alright, it's not going to go anywhere. The tops will grow up again and we'll get them pulled, but yeah, I would suspect that will be all she wrote, but we'll chat Father Phil and see. It's wet. Well, you're getting them all. I spoke too soon. With the top being as knackered as it is, there's very little room for error in being able to actually grab the beet, because you're down to just that. All this dead stuff should be getting pulled if it was growing, but all we have is that. You don't have a lot of space between logging it and catching it, whereas with the old leaves, if they were all up, you know, you have a much bigger leaf on head on it, easier to catch it up higher. He's getting beet pulled all the same, and yes, we're pulling where there was no opening done, but at this stage. Just want to see it out of the ground. By God, do I want to see it out of the ground. So, unfortunately, he is stuck. I actually forgot the chain. I was like, bring chain, bring chain, bring chain. Forgot the chain. So Jessica is on her way down with the chain, so I'm going to take off the trailer. We'll go pull him out, and that's going to be it. Yeah, it could be a while before there's a Beet pulled video, depending on what rain falls. It's a nightmare. There's a reason why, but we can't see anything because we didn't get the harvester going in time. The harvester was going in time. This been pulled in good time with good ground conditions, and they wouldn't have half of this hassle. But like always, nothing gets done on time. Here we go. Not for the faint-hearted, this old crack. Can't see us doing much more. Looks like we could be feeding the cattle out of what we can pull by hand for a while. Like nothing will ever goes right for us around here at all. You weren't lucky, Alfie.
Alfie,
you weren't lucky, no.
Yeah, we no luck at all, Alfie.
It's a bit wet.
It's just too wet. Hopefully a couple of good dry days to come in a week or 10 days time.
You wouldn't get that headland pulled out of it just up and down.
We're going the wrong way, going up the hill.
Yeah.
You can't get the other one pulled going down the hill.
Yeah.
In the middle of it is wet.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 spots in the field you're not ever marked.
Yeah, but so you can't get through the other spots.
When before you used to come home,
yeah,
you had an inch of rain. You pull it in an evening.
It's just, yeah, it's just when the weather was there and it was dry enough.
It's never meant to be pulled, that's all that's wrong with it. The harvest is running well now.
It is, yeah. I was crowning it, doing a nice job. It's a hard pull, you just have to keep it so tight to the ground.
It goes off the road at all, you're stop and realign it. Never Alfie.
Oh, poor Alfie.
Alfie, what are we going to do, Alfie? Huh? And you're dead right. We're home to bed.
So you're bringing this home then?
Oh God, you're not able to hear me.
So we'll have enough Beet there to do us for another short while.
When you get Polo, just leave that one pen about from Beet. That's the nearest to going.
Right. So yeah, we'll pick it up whenever we come back here, and it may be to cut the bolters off the maize head like we done the last time we grew Beet. Yeah. We'll go home with what we managed to get. So we're back in the yard. Yes, hair's cut. We're 3075 and the Beet harvester. And as you can probably tell, we didn't get anything done after we got stuck. He pulled the rest of the line out. We got, I'd say, about a full and a half of the hoppers what we got pulled. Not a lot, it's not going to do a lot. And as you can see by the yard, it's rained. I just had a look at our weather forecast and sign crop there, and we've had 35.7 mil of rain in the last week. So that's basically from when I bust the pipe in the harvester till now. We've had over an inch of rain, nearly an inch and a half of rain. The flood's up in the bottoms. That field is just a quagmire at the minute. We can't go back near it for a while. Much as I was hoping this video would be the Beet all pull, the big plans and things, and get all done and happy end to the year, but the harvest of 2022 will still drag on into 2023, unfortunately. And I can't complain about the weather, I can't say it was this, that or the other. The only thing in the heel of the hunt, I can only blame ourselves for not getting it pulled, because the weather was dry, the time wasn't there, but the weather was dry, the field was good enough, and we just didn't get it ready in time. Quite down in the lumps over it, because I pushed so bloody hard and I worked my bloody ass off to get that yoke going again. And we have her running right. She was, the bit we did get pulled, she run very, very nice for. Couldn't fault it, but she's just too wet. Just feels like if them 2 weeks we were on honeymoon, if we hadn't have went on that, we'd have been home for them 2 weeks, we'd have got the beet pulled. This is how they got the harvester done them 2 weeks earlier, and everything would have been nice and rosy and it had all been done. But hindsight's a great thing, and all ifs, ands and buts in the world isn't going to change the fact that we've missed out on getting the beet pulled this time round. Is the beet going to go to waste? It shouldn't. We have till, I think, March. I think it's at some point in March is when the beet starts to regrow and it starts to go woody and starts to bolt, produce the seeds, which we can't let that beet grow to that stage, so we'll have to destroy it before then if we can't get it pulled. But we have till March, and it's not the first time that field has been impassable, you could say, because back in October during the pumpkin patch we were badly, the flood down the bottom was as big as it's ever been, it's as big as it is now, and we couldn't have entered the field in October time, the end of October. But it did dry out, and we could have easily, the bit we did get pulled when we were opening up the field, that was perfect for pulling. So we may get back into the field in 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time, depending on what the weather does. The forecast at the minute is kind of broken, but if we get a settled spell, we should get back to the field. The unfortunate side of not getting as enough pulled at the minute is our bulls. We're not going to be able to keep them on the beat. Okay, so we have just about enough beet pulled to keep 1 pen of bulls on beat consistently, but the other pens we're not going to be able to feed. So how's that going to affect the performance of the bulls? I don't know, to be honest. We did have our factory man out, so he had a look at the cattle, and he's very happy with how the cattle are looking, and his reckoning is there's about 3 load ready to go, which is good. It's ahead of schedule, which is what I like to hear, and it does mean we haven't had them on beat long enough for that to have made a massive difference. So it means that we should be okay to get the good fats and get that. But we'll be interested to see the 1 pen of bulls that we do keep on beat, because rather than give them all another week's feeding, we're better off leave 1 pen on it consistently, and we may get to keep feeding them if we get pulling again. But that will give us an idea of what the difference is between feeding beet and not feeding beet. Is there much of a fat score increase? Is there much of a daily weight increase? Even if we do get the beet pulled, even if it's into February, while it's no longer any benefit to the bulls, we still have the heifers and bullocks to be fed. We don't generally start finishing or killing them till mid-March, April, and we generally we finish killing cattle. The last of the cattle tend to go the last week of May, first weeks of June. If we do get pulled, we'll still have the cattle there to be fed. It's just not going to be used for what I was planning to use it for. I'm really annoyed. I didn't sleep the night we done that. The next day I couldn't, we were working on the 1200 and I could hardly film. Because I put a lot of effort and energy into it, and I am proud of myself that I could do what I done with it, because it's not like me to do much mechanicking, but I did. I'm proud of myself. I'm happy with myself that I got so much done, but I'm just so incredibly pissed off that we've missed out for now. What can you do? We live and we learn, and we move into the next year. So Liv's going to stick in some nice drone footage completion from throughout the year, and then we'll finish off the video with everyone else. But yeah, not the video I was hoping to begin the new year on and end the new year with, end the last year with, but it's one of them things. We can't have it everywhere, and I know exactly what's the cause of it all. There's just not enough time for everything around here. The joys of farming. I move on, get some other things done, and we'll let Liv stick in some drone footage into that, and we'll finish off the video. But yeah,
in us, it's stronger and stronger, it's in your touch. I don't ask much, I don't want a gift, I just need your love. Can you feel so much I owe you, so tell me where. I'll take you there. I don't need a gift, I just need your love. Can you feel it coming? Can you feel it coming? Can you feel it? Can you hear that sound in your heart so loud? Can you feel it coming? Can you feel it coming? Can you feel it? Can you hear that sound in your heart so loud? It's all for you in days like these. Never forget what you mean to me. It's all for you. Do you feel it too? This is the moment your dreams come true. Nothing compares. I wanna show you just how much I care. There's so much I owe